Greetings, hello, and a very warm welcome to everyone joining us here as we bring you a live action from the UEFA Under-21 Euros European Championship, should I say, qualification games. The German Under-21 side taking on the Republic of Moldova. It's an away game for Stefan Kuntz and his young team. And we come to you live from the Stadionul Zimbru in Chișinău, the capital, for what should be a very interesting encounter. Stefan Kuntz with the ability to name two debutants today. Lars May, the SV Darmstadt player, as well as 17-year-old Florian Wirtz, who takes over from Julian Draxler in becoming the youngest ever player out on the pitch for an under-21 side representing Germany. Well, Germany in a difficult group, currently topped by Belgium. And taking on the team at the bottom of the pile in the Republic of Moldova in Group I of the competition. Belgium with a total of 10 points after 5 games. Germany just 1 point behind them, having played the same amount. Followed then by Bosnia and Herzegovina, Wales, and then today's opponent, Moldova. The captain for the German under-21 side today, the Hoffenheim player, Dennis Geiger. But first off, it's time for the national anthems. And there we have the German national anthem. Next up, the Republic of Moldova. So there we have it, the national anthems in the bag. Stefan Kuntz naming a very changed side in comparison to the one that lost in Belgium last time out. Only Grill in goal, Nmecha on the wing, Özcan and Geiger in the starting lineup. The only players that were in the starting lineup against Belgium. And there we see Wirtz, doesn't even have a picture, the young 17-year-old making his debut. And as already mentioned, as a result, becoming the youngest ever player to don the German under-21 national team shirt, taking over from Julian Draxler, who that title belonged to when he made his debut at 17 years of age and 10 months. We all saw how his career progressed from then on. I'm sure Florian Wirtz will be hoping for a similar journey. Quick look at the Republic of Moldova. Did manage to get the one goal in Germany in the first fixture between these two in the group. I'll be hoping that they can perhaps build on that here on home soil with just 4 points to their name so far. Really are struggling at the bottom of Group I. As for Germany, well, a team who have scored the most goals in the group, but have also conceded a fair few as well. Either way, expect Germany to start the more aggressive, especially Stefan Kuntz hoping he wants to see a reaction after that defeat to Belgium, of course, with Germany receiving that early red card. Pieper, the culprit on the day. It was an unfortunate red card as well. That really changed the game completely and was always going to be difficult for Germany to try and salvage something from it, especially against a very, very strong and talented Belgium side. A side that you do feel this German team could beat if it's 11 against 11. Really took the wind out of their sails, that sending off, and well, they were never really able to recover after that. Nmecha has had a string of solid performances out on that right wing under Stefan Kuntz. There's Lasmai with the short ball. Lasmai making his debut as well. No Pieper, of course, due to that sending off. He really had a solid start to his under-21 career as well. Decent build-up play this. Germany over the top. Will be chased down by Krüger, leading the line here today. Krüger with one goal already in 2 appearances so far. This is 3rd for the under-21s. The young striker from Erzgebirge Aue. Ball quite clearly coming off Stina there, so will be a Germany throw. Not quite sure what happened in that scramble there on the touchline. It's actually his own player and a teammate, Belousov, who comes and stamps on his ankle. Peculiar situation, that one. Nmecha tries to flick it on. Krüger will close down. Florian Wirtz currently just sitting in behind Krüger in the sort of center of a 3 across the attacking midfield. can play a number of different positions, but does enjoy his time out on the right wing. Most of all is where you usually see the best of him, but he's such a fantastic, talented young player. With great versatility as well, which is why he's being given an opportunity here this evening. Oh, not a bad effort there. Certainly had Grill scrambling back and had to tip it over his crossbar. Certainly looks like that right ankle doesn't seem to be too damaged. And Grill showing there that there was plenty of movement on that ball as well. Not willing to take the risk and happy to concede the corner. So an early chance here for the Republic of Moldova. Easily dealt with at the near posts. Viet's doing his best to try and get there, but just a little too far ahead of the young 17-year-old. Ravenko with the throw. Decent little spell this for the Republic of Moldova. Ooh, late challenge there after the clearance. As Mai looks to spread it out wide. Good distribution there, trying to stretch the home side. Quick layoff from Viet, who's seen a lot of the ball already. Wasted no time in slotting into this starting 11. Decent cross in the punch away, not convincing. Danger not over yet. Özcan quickly surrounded by 3 blue shirts there. Moldova struggling to get the ball out of danger. Pegged back in their own half at the moment. Decent little link-up play there, but looked like it was a little too close for comfort. Nearly came off. Dorsch sends it out wide, almost a little too wide for Geiger. The under-21 captain. Good pace to this game early on with almost 7 minutes gone. And that ball just asking a little too much from Nmecha. There's another look at that cross in. Was a really dangerous one, and Nmecha doing enough to trouble Straistari in goal. Gets caught up with his own defender Fortuna there. Group leaders, Belgium taking on Wales later this evening. Should be an interesting encounter there as well. Germany, of course, will be hoping that the Welsh under-21s can perhaps try and throw a bit of a spanner in the works and do them a favour. Of course, Germany in a comfortable position in the group as well. Knocking the ball around nicely here. Moldova pressing very, very high. Putting a lot of energy into the early stages of this game. Whether or not they can do it for the entire 90 minutes, I'm not so sure. They've invested a lot already. Here's Özcan. Özcan, the FC Cologne player. And he has become an important part of his under-21 side in recent times. Geiger with the layoff, but didn't quite work out. Wirtz gets a little bit of help there from the Moldova defender. And the home side struggling to get the ball clear here. Here is Özcan again. Now looking for that through ball out onto the left flank, but Tim Handwerker just putting the brakes on that run. Strajstari was probably the Republic of Moldova's best performer in the first fixture between these two. Came up with a string of fantastic saves, which meant that Germany only scored the 4. I say only. It was dominant display, but could have easily been more, as the Dortmund right back Felix Paslak is brought to ground there. Free kick in an interesting position here for Germany. Clearly too far out for a direct effort, but either Geiger or Handwerker going to look to swing this one in. Plenty forward, including the debutant Mai. Geiger with the delivery, and Nmecha finds the back of the net. But the referee very quick to blow his whistle there for a foul inside the box. I believe it was Özcan who was penalised for a push in the back of the Moldova defender. Deros going to ground straight away. Germany really starting to settle into this now. Dominating possession after what was a decent start from the boys in blue. Can hear the German bench urging their players to up the pace. Speed, the name of the game, it would seem. Felix Paslak, who's seen a lot of game time with Dortmund during pre-season and during the early stages of the Bundesliga season with the top flight team. Some very solid performances as well. Picked up a goal in the Signal Iduna Park last time out for the Black and Yellows, BVB. Sloppy goal kick there, and a bit of a wild challenge as well from Turkan. And the German captain Geiger, no complaints from him. Free kick taken quickly. Here's Özcan. Lovely 1-2 with Nmecha. Özcan hacked down, and that will also be a free kick, and this one is definitely within range. Fantastic link-up play there between Özcan and Nmecha. And again, it's Turkan who gives away the free kick. Geiger and Handwerker standing over the ball here. I feel it is a little more suitable. The right-footed effort rather than the left. Try and curl it over the wall and away from the keeper. And here's Geiger, the captain. Not a bad effort. Stari with a decent save. Made it look a little more difficult than it was, though. Shot just lacking a little bit of pace. That is better. And that's also a better save from Stari again. Well, we said he was the standout player the last time these two teams met. So far, it's the same story. Acrobatic save, but it was at a good height for the Moldova keeper. And this one a little more difficult. Of course, saw it quite late there with a bit of a bounce on it as well. Off the surface always makes it a little more complicated for the keeper. Quarter of an hour in, Germany putting the pressure on here. Handwerker back over the top, looking for Nmecha. Goes wide to Geiger. Well, just slicing and undercutting that one. Sends it up and over, and into Rosie. Good header there from Özcan, brought down well by Nmecha. Spreads it out wide, straight back into the middle, first time there. It's a decent idea from Paslak. Just couldn't quite find the execution on the volleyed cross. Does like to get forward, Felix Paslak. He's got bags of pace and plenty of ability. Long gone are the days where a right back simply had to defend for 90 minutes. Very much part of the attack in modern football. Stari looking to get rid of the ball quickly, but didn't see any options available. Handwerker reading that one very well, coming forward early, and again Germany with a dead ball situation. And it will be a yellow card. It's Belousov. He goes into the referee's book. Quite clearly. Nowhere near the ball there as he brings down young Florian Wirtz. Looks like he came off worse. And an early chance for Germany. And it's taken by Nmecha. Well, it's a bit of a scrappy goal, but Germany won't care. And it's probably what they deserve as well. Opening minutes were relatively evenly matched between the two teams, but Germany slowly and surely started to dictate the pace of the game. And Strajstari will not be happy with himself after that fumble. Really needs to be holding on to the ball there. Not quite sure what was going through the Moldova keeper's head. And Strajstari as well, probably the last player you'd expect to be making mistakes. And Germany have that vital opening goal. More often than not, this is where they really build on that performance. And the floodgates open. Will it be the same here again this evening? Some ball forward, good tackle from Mai. Back with Grill. Nmecha now with 5 goals. This is 11th appearance for the under-21s. Not a bad return. Credit to Nmecha, who was positioned well in the right place at the right time. That is what you want from your forward players. Expect the mistake, even if it's unlikely to occur. When it does, you want to be there to take advantage, and Nmecha certainly was on that occasion. Paslak with the long throw back inside to Mai. Özcan available and gets the ball as well. Sends it out wide to Paslak. In comes the cross. Özcan unable to bring it down. Fantastic challenge there from Nmecha. Nothing wrong with that. Dorsch. Back inside to Kilian. Now Paslak again. Özcan. Fantastic movement off the ball, Özcan. Sometimes you get the feeling that he does a lot of walking around, but it's simply because it's the running off the ball that gets him into so much free space that he's able to just jog and wait for the ball to come his way. And he is a very intelligent football player. And he's shown that time and time again, showing it again here this evening. Foul on Paslak that time. Koyokari. A little too aggressive for the referee's liking there. Early ball in, looking for Nmecha. Just slightly behind the front man though. Smart play out wide. In comes the delivery. Fizzed across the face of goal. And Kruger just a little too late to the party. Chipari just swinging a leg at it. Well aware that Kruger was breathing down his neck. Decent ball over the top and down the middle. Strajstari comes out to collect. Just over 23 minutes gone. Germany lead by a goal to nil. And Nmecha taking advantage of some Sloppy goalkeeping. Özcan on the receiving end of a challenge that time. Good play now, Viets has some space to work with. Back inside, it's come to Viets. Now Nmecha goes down, penalty. And the Hungarian referee Ferenc Karakot wasting absolutely no time in pointing to the spot. And things going from bad to worse for the Republic of Moldova here. Let's have another look at it here. Viets had, well, probably a few chances to have a swing at it. But in the end, it's Gayu who has a swing at Nmecha. Gives away the penalty, and it will be Nmecha to step up and look for his 6th goal for the under-21s. Oh, and a cheeky finish as well. A little dink down the middle, as confident as you like. And Nmecha now with 2, Germany with 2, and in complete control of this game, 25 minutes in. Well, nice starting. Going to ground very, very early there. And that is a lovely take from Mnecha from the spot. But in all honesty, the Republic of Moldova have been their own worst enemy here. Stari's mistake, handing Germany the lead, and then some poor decision-making inside their own penalty area. Gifting them their 2nd from the spot. And it means they will make an early change here as well. It's a Lossipoi coming on to replace Belousov. I'm not sure if an injury had a part to play there, or whether it's just a tactical change. I think it may be the latter. Özcan. Germany well and truly have found their groove now. Helped, of course, by those mistakes from Moldova, but I'd probably say the scoreline is a fair one. You take the dominance in possession into account as well. The one shot on target from the home side. Stina with that free kick from a fair distance out, although it never really did trouble Grill in goal. Lovely turn there by Özcan, a little drop of the shoulder. Getting the job done, and Florian Wirtz goes for the spectacular from distance, but leaning back was never going to see that one drop. Stani unable to keep the ball in play there. Paslak with a very quick throw Fantastic little flick on there from Wirtz, almost right into the path of Krüger. That could have been a spectacular goal. Nice idea there. Wasn't an easy one for Özcan to pluck out of the air, but it's still a thumbs up from the Germany number 13. Kylian back to Grill. Özcan with the header down to Wirtz. You can't fault the Republic of Moldova for their commitment and effort. Really are trying to put that pressure on as early as possible. Krüger trying to lay it up for the shot on the edge of the penalty area. It's one back and a good position though. Out wide from Nmecha to Geiger. Pass luck with the overlap. Geiger decides to cut back inside. Germany will go back before they go forward again. As you can probably hear, the wind really is blowing here as Burkhardt comes flying in on Kylian. Arriving very late with that tackle. He was quick to raise his hand and apologise, which usually tells you he knows how guilty he was there, and that was a very wild one. Guntz giving Tim Handwerker a few more instructions on the Germany sideline. Burkhardt picking up a yellow card for that challenge on Kylian just moments ago. Chance here for Krüger to make it 3. Just sending it wide, trying to place it into that top right corner. Picked out beautifully by Geiger, perhaps one touch too many there. Allowing the tackle to come flying in was enough to put the Germany front man off slightly. Missed the target. Germany under-21s back in action in just a few days on the 13th when they take on Bosnia and Herzegovina. That will be on home soil. certainly be a tougher test in the Republic of Moldova. Inside to Kother, tries to get the shot off and does, but it's blocked, and then blocks Nmecha's shot. And handball the decision in the end. Nmecha saying he took it to the face rather than to the hand. The whistle has already gone. Fantastic challenge there from Özcan. And again, manages to keep the ball in play and hold on to it. Oh, was there a handball involved? Yep. Closer look at it here. Geiger trying to spread the ball out wide and quite clearly catching the arm of Kother there. A win here will take Germany to the top of the table for the time being, at least. Mnecha. The ball out wide, cut back, unable to find a teammate there though. Handwerker. Özcan. It's faking everyone out, including his own teammate there. I think they all expected him to take the shot on. Nmecha again on a hat-trick. It's come back out to Wirtz. His shot blocked by Chipari. The 17-year-old with a solid performance so far here in the first 45. And Germany with 11 shots, 5 on target. Just the 1 for the home side here. And a shot from distance on the volley from Tim Handwerker there. Again, just not dropping, nowhere near the target in the end. Well, risky play from the Republic of Moldova there. Wirtz can find a way through, but it's handed back possession. Now Geiger. And his shot from distance, nowhere nearer than any of his teammates so far. Perhaps one area where Germany could improve. Apart from that, it has been very, very one-sided here in Chisinau. To Özcan. You do feel if Moldova have any chance of getting back into this, they need to find a way of making sure that Özcan doesn't see as much of the ball as he has done. Everything going forward seems to go through the number 13. Here he is on the ball again. Just being given far too much time and space, and even when the ball does land at his feet, he's not being closed down quick enough either. Being shown far too much respect. Germany continue to keep the pressure on here. Delivery in, and there it is, 3-0. And it's a glancing header from Özcan, who has been one of the standout players for Germany here yet again. And Salih Özcan with his first goal for the under-21s in just his 8th appearance. A fantastic delivery from Handwerker. Özcan making that run in towards the near post, getting in between the defenders and glancing it into the far corner. Textbook stuff from the Germany midfielder. Stari unable to react in time. No chance of getting there, and Germany now, if they weren't already, in complete control of this encounter. It really is just one-way traffic at the moment. As Kruger slips, he still manages to get the ball back. Headed to safety there, will be a Germany throw. Kilian back inside to Mai. Another solid performance as well on his debut. Hasn't put a foot wrong alongside Kilian in that central defence. Oh, there you see 72% possession for Germany here. No surprise, the 3-0 up. Struggled to see a way back into this for the Republic of Moldova. If anything, fear it might get worse for them in the second 45. Well, 4-1 the final score. When the two played in Germany back in September. Another chance there. And Wirtz with the opportunity to score on his debut. The volley from close range, again just unable to keep it down. Wonderful work out on the wing. To pick out the 17-year-old, and just couldn't get over the top of it there. He's getting himself into some decent positions. And that is all she wrote for the first 45. One-way traffic and a dominant display from the German under-21s here. Lucas Nmecha with a brace in the first half. 19 minutes in. A mistake by Strestari, offering Germany the lead. And then Nmecha again from the spot in the 25th before Salih Özcan decided to score his first goal for the under-21s and make it 3-0 to Germany here against Moldova. The home side, well, they're going to have to come up with something. Otherwise, it might get a lot worse in the second half. We'll be back for those second 45 in just a few. See you then. So, back just in time for the second 45 here in Chisinau. Germany, well, absolutely dominating, to say the least, in the first 45. Just the one change so far, it seems, as Klisenko, the number 21 for Moldova, has come out to take part. Nmecha scored from the spot in the first encounter between these two in the group. Doing the same again here this evening. 2 goals in total for him so far. He is on a hat-trick. Salih Özcan decided to get in on the mix as well with his first under-21 goal. Oh, Geiger down injured here. Doesn't look like he's getting up anytime soon. Didn't quite see what happened there. Looked like it was a coming together with Revenko. And the Germany captain, not with the start to the second half he was hoping for. That's to say the first half belonged to Germany, I think would be a bit of an understatement, really. Over 70% of the possession. Just the one shot on goal, or a shot in total as well, for the Republic of Moldova in the first 45. Geiger slowly making his way off the pitch here. Doesn't seem to be moving too awkwardly, so it would suggest he would continue, but a little shake of the head there might suggest otherwise. At 3-0 up, of course, Germany don't necessarily have to risk keeping him on. It's Paslak. Inside, Dosh. Lovely ball out wide. Özcan. Just slightly too far ahead of Nmecha there. Stefan Kuntz is looking to his left towards Geiger, eagerly awaiting some feedback from his medical team. Geiger now back on the pitch and seems to be moving all right. Nmecha, Paslak there in support if he needs him. Does eventually feed it to the Dortmund player, and it's a good cross back towards Wirtz, and again he can't get it underneath the crossbar. He's struggling to keep his efforts down. He's getting himself into some wonderful positions. Just the execution on the finish, something that needs to improve, but continues his solid display so far. Last I started, he wanted to play it short, then does. Krüger closing down. Nearly picked off by Wirtz. Geiger with the challenge. Krüger now with a chance. Can't get it past Stari though. Burkhardt offside there. Just didn't time his run well enough. A little too eager to get forward there, the Moldova number 9. One ball forward towards Krüger was a decent one. And the Germany striker just a little too aggressive there. Had a handful of Fortuna's shirt. Bad cross in, Mai with the header away. Krüger getting back and helping out defensively. Kilian will go back to Grill, and it looks like Geiger's gone to ground again. So it looks like it will be Keitel coming on to replace him. The Freiburg player with just the one appearance so far for the under-21s. A chance for him to come on and impress Stefan Kuntz. Geiger not happy about it either. But better to be safe than sorry, that's for sure. Especially with the scoreline as it stands. There's just no point in taking any risks if he's not feeling comfortable. A smart move is to take him off. Hopefully nothing too serious. Especially with that game against Bosnia and Herzegovina coming up 4 days from now. Good block, because it looked like a decent shot there on the half volley. Again, Mai putting his body on the line. Özcan happy to let that one run out of play. Moldova. And Chipoli especially convinced that that should have been their throw. Antwerpen no rush to take it. And Dorsch once again doing ever so well in the middle of the park. Really has made that space his own throughout the evening. Wietz tries to get the shot off on his left foot. It's come back to Kruger, but offside. Oh, catching Strajstari there in the process, but you always want the striker to go for that, and nothing malicious involved. Was it offside or for a slight push? Either way, Moldova's a free kick as they send it out wide. It's very much the same picture here in the second half. Germany dominating possession, Moldova struggling to hold on to the ball if and when they have it. Which usually is the result of a goal kick after more pressure and chances for Germany. Pass that caught late there. Rossi point. The tackle on the BVB man. Chance now perhaps for Moldova. They do have a few bodies forward. Played back inside. Here's Stina. Stina trying to create the space for the shot, but just taking far too long to make a decision with what to do with the ball. And here come Germany on the counter. Antwerpen out on that far side. Good cross in towards Kruger. And he needs to be doing better there. A free header and unable to find the target. I tell you what, Germany could be 5 or 6 to the good here. The amount of chances they've had. Good pressure by the new man out on the pitch, Keitel. Ooh, late challenge straight into the back of Kylian. Not the first time we've seen him battle it out with Gulkiak. More often than not, it's Kylian who comes out on top of those battles. Moldova number 9 really has struggled for any sort of service here. That time the high press paying off. But again, any hope of holding on to the ball is extremely short-lived, and here come Germany looking dangerous. Özcan out wide to Nmecha. Still Nmecha looking for his hat-trick, denied by Strajstari. Germany will have the corner though. Has been another impressive display from the Germany number 10. He really is enjoying his time in the under-21s. Antwerpen with the corner from this near side. Will be an in-swinger. And the result is another Germany corner. Strystari able to get a hand or finger to that one. Wirtz back to Nmecha, tries to curl it into the far corner from an acute angle. Back inside, picked up by Paslak. Wirtz, lovely control. Krüger, deflection, and just over. It looked like that deflection might take it just over Strystari and into the far corner. Don't believe Krüger was actually going for goal. I think he was actually trying to pull it back for a teammate. So again, Handwerker with the delivery. Sends it deep. And again, Krüger unable to keep the header down. Tell you what, if Germany have been a little bit more efficient in their final execution, it could almost be into double figures here. Something I'm sure Stefan Kuntz will want to work on in the coming days before that game against Bosnia and Herzegovina. I think it's safe to say, although Germany will go into that game as favourites, they won't have quite as many chances to score. It'll be a much tougher test for them, and it'll be important that they take the chances when they do come their way. Back inside from Özcan to Nmecha, who drops deep for a change. Lovely ball out wide to Wirtz, who has a bit of time on the ball here. Still Wirtz, cuts back inside, goes for the left-footed efforts. And again, that final touch, just slightly off the money. Just never really wrapped his boot around it. Sending it well wide in the end. Once again, Dorsch, solid as a rock on the ball. And that's the only way they seem to be able to get it off him. Was there an elbow to the face? It certainly looked like a very aggressive challenge there from Fortuna, with a little bit of frustration involved as well. Closer look at it here. He does come across with that right arm a little dangerously. On a yellow card as well, needs to be careful. Good show of pace there from Gayu. And then the timing from Stina, just nowhere near it where it needs to be. Looks like Ache and Burkhardt was getting ready to come on here. Ragnar Ache looking to make his third appearance for the under-21s. Burkhardt is second. There will be Kluger coming off. And so too Florian Wirtz coming off. So won't be a full 90 minutes on the 17-year-old's debut. But plenty of positives to take from it, that's for sure. Bit of a hopeful ball there. Oh, Rossi point. Late date challenge that, and a silly one from Klaskenko. Now he will go into the book for that, and I'm not surprised. Silly tackle, doesn't need to be making it that far forward. Painful one for Handwerker. Klaskenko quick to apologise as well, which is nice to see. So Moldova deciding it's time for a change. Mamaliga coming on to replace Golkiak, who's had a difficult evening. Seen very little of the ball, which is always the worst case scenario for a number 9 and a striker. So it looks like Stina now will be leading the line with the help of Klaskenko, as Mamaliga just slots into that central midfield instead. Just under 25 minutes still to go here. Moldova still absolutely no threat to Germany in the second half either. Number of fresh legs out on the pitch for both teams, which could mix things up a little bit. Paslak doing really well, standing his ground there as the challenge came flying in. All played out wide. Here is Özcan into Burkhardt. Burkhardt! 4-0. Well, that's how you come off the bench. The number 9 with a fantastic finish outside of the right boot. Özcan timing the ball to perfection. And Jonathan Burkhardt with his first goal for the under-21s in this, his second appearance. And that's one he'll enjoy. Really good build-up play. Burkhardt sending it out wide, then continuing his run forward. Picked out by Özcan. Didn't have a lot of space or time, but found the perfect finish there. And slots it into the top right corner, making it look very easy as well. Classic goal for Burkhardt. A wonderful link-up play with Özcan, who now adds an assist to his tally this evening. Well, in Chisinau. Stadi taking another risk there, coming out rather flamboyantly. Now Ache on the spin, gets the shot off, but keeps it rather central, making life easy for Saistari, who's had a difficult evening yet again. That one of the simpler saves he's had to make. There's Keitel. Paslak back inside to Dorsch. Now wearing the captain's armband, the Germany number 6. There's Özcan. Take that back, it's actually Felix Paslak who's been handed the captain's armband. I believe it's hard to tell with the Germany shirts, with that black lining around the arm. Well, don't quote me on either. It's difficult to tell what is shirt. Is that the regular captain Geiger is no longer on the pitch. That I can guarantee. It does look like Dorsch has been handed the armband, so I got it right first time round. As Keitel brings the ball forward, here is Paslak. Back inside to Dorsch. Ball played in between Özcan and Handwerker there. Burkhardt's able to turn before he slams the brakes on it. Paslak inside to Ache. Kilian picking off the ball forward. Dorsch on it again. Moldova really have struggled to deal with both Özcan and Dorsch, who have absolutely bossed midfield here right from the get-go. Wow, lovely ball. Handwerker cutting it in towards that near post. Ache just a little slow to get there. Germany will have the corner though, as we edge towards the final quarter of an hour. Özcan with the delivery. Header almost helping it into the path of Nmecha, who was just lurking at the far post there. Looked like it was out of play and will be a Moldova throw. Kilian winning the aerial battle. Paslakov try and keep the ball in play and avoid the corner. Two fantastic challenges there from Kilian. Dosh getting there ahead of Mamaliga. Just about finding Burkhardt there with the through ball. Back inside to Dosh again. Both of them are linking up very well. Dosh running away through, out wide to Keitel. Keitel tries to find a way past Strastari at the near post. Did have options in the middle. Slightly selfish play from the number 7. But a 4-0 up. You can't really blame him for having a go. It's both Burkhardt and Ache unmarked. Shouting for the ball. Germany with their 8th corner of the game now. Another department in which they've dominated here tonight. Nmecha very nearly getting his hat-trick. A well-worked corner there. Played hard and low in towards the near post. Something straight off the training ground. Nearly came off. Burkhardt really has been all over the place, dropping deep, making runs forward, out on either wing. Fantastic display from him, coming off the bench to score as well. One back well by Özcan in a promising position as well. Burkhardt now powering forward, heavy touch, handing the ball back to Moldova. Not for long though, and that has been the story all night for the home side. Well read by Strastari there, quick off his line. Sensed that danger out wide and took care of business. Decent cut back inside there, but quite clearly offside there, Mamaliga. Looks like there will be another substitution here. It is going to be 19-year-old Massimo coming on to make his debut. And fulfill a dream, which is a dream shared by his father, and another man coming on, or another young man should I say, coming on to make his debut, Kother. There's a wonderful piece about Massimo and that dream that he and his father share on the DFB website. If you go to the under-21 section, a fantastic read. I highly suggest you go check it out. And he now comes on to make his debut. Joined by Dominic Kother. So debuts all round as both Dosh chance here for Moldova. Just can't get across into the box. Massimo Good closing down there, and wins the throw as well. Much to the disappointment of the Moldova captain Dros. Light challenge on Paslak there, and Dros will see yellow for it. Frustration, the name of the game there, and not looking very apologetic either. Well, quite clearly just going for the player there. Telling Paslak to get back up, but that is not something you want to see, especially not from a captain. Not exactly leading by example there. Keitel picking up a yellow card in the meantime as well. Going back to Roberto Massimo, the 19-year-old. Plies his trade with VfB Stuttgart in the German top flight. He's had 2 appearances for the German under-19s under his belt. Made his debut for them at the age of 17 and 10 months. Now making his debut for the under-21s as well. Mamaliga on the ball out wide. Burkhardt there with him. Decent ball to keep the move alive. And not for long. Quickly closed down by the new boy Kother. The delivery, and not a bad effort. Özcan able to meet the ball with his head, but never really generating enough power to trouble Grill in between the sticks. That's a lovely ball out wide, just a little too far ahead of Burkhardt, but he will keep it in play. The layoff by Massimo wasn't a bad one, but no one there to pick up the pieces. Good challenge from Paslak there. Özcan does really well to stay on his feet there and then pick out Kother. Looking to link up with Ache, but it didn't quite come off for him there. Massimo and that show of pace. Özcan, as always, aware of his surroundings. Oh, far too easy that. For Kylian. Out wide to Roberto Massimo. Is just in an offside position there. So the attack will come to an end as a little bit of a cramp starting to set in for one of the Moldova defenders. It's been a busy night for them. just trailing offside there. A little too eager to get forward. Understandably so on his debut though. Just over 5 minutes to go, plus some change. With the amount of substitutions made, there will be a bit of stoppage time added on, you feel. And all in all, it's been a very one-sided game. From start to finish, Germany, the only team who really looked like scoring. Managed to do so on 4 occasions, but if they'd have had their shooting boots on, well, as already mentioned, they could have gone into double figures in the first half alone. Plenty of openings, plenty of shots, but very few of them on target. Of course, very windy conditions here in Chisinau as well. Have to take that into consideration. Headed out of play by Osipoy. Kother inside to Keitel. Muscling his way through the middle. Looking for options, eventually picks out Ache on this near side. Now Paslak. Drop of the shoulder. Nmecha, who's been outstanding yet again. Through ball to Paslak with too much mustard on it. He is quick, but not that quick. So credit to Moldova, who continue to try and play their way out from the back. Again, offside. That's just lacking concentration, really. Mamaliga drifting into an offside position and a little slow to get back. Well, again, the idea was good. But Kother never going to get there. Ragnar Ache, the Eintracht Frankfurt frontman. And a decent return for the under-21s. 1 goal in 2 appearances. This appearance number 3 here. Now Germany showing their opponents how to play out from the back as another tackle goes flying in. Burkhardt's on the receiving end that time. As Chipari, the next Moldova player to go into the book, well, nowhere near the ball or the player initially as he went flying past him, using both arms to bring down the Germany number 9. It was almost a rugby tackle. Kilian did see the run of Paslak but decided against it. was really the perfect game to hand last May his debut by Stefan Kuntz against an opponent where Germany are clearly the favourites. It doesn't make it a given that things will go your way. We all know how things can go in football, but last May able to ease his way into the under-21s with a very solid performance alongside Kylian in central defence. Smart management from Stefan Kuntz. Kother brought down. Here is Kylian to Mai. 3 minutes of stoppage time added on here as we head into those 3 minutes. Excuse me. Paslak again brought down, and surely that is a game over for the number 17 Turkan, who's been flying into challenges all night, and well, you saw it coming really. I'm surprised it took this long. Not quite sure what he's thinking there on the halfway line as well. Paslak not happy at all, and understandably so. And the second yellow card brings an end to the number 17's game. As Moldova still have the time to bring on two youngsters of their own, Cerari and Borsch. We'll get a few minutes and a run out as well. Massimo to Kother on the edge of the penalty area, looking for a way through. He's found a way through, and what a goal from the young man on his debut. Finds the back of the net and makes it 5-0, rubbing salt in the wounds of the Moldova side. And Dominik Kother on his under-21 debut gets his name on the score sheet. Fantastic stuff for him. What a goal it was as well. He certainly had work to do. It looked like the chance was over. Up against 3 defenders. Finds an opening and then cuts it back inside the near post. Superb goal. Goal of the night, really. Well, Ache. It's the block in. Staistari struggling to somehow get to the ball. He's going to have to quickly pedal back. Kother again. Burkhardt. Can't hold on to it, but Germany do. Well, there we have it. A dominant performance from Germany's under-21s. The majority of the damage done in the first 45 by Lucas Nmecha. The first coming in the 19th, the second from the spot in the 25th, before Özcan made it 3 just before the break into the second half. And it was the substitutes stealing the headlines. Debuts for Massimo and Kother, but it was the latter who would put the finishing touches on a wonderful performance to make it 5 after Jonathan Burkhardt came off the bench to score as well. At the end of it all, Germany's under-21s take their points total to 12 in Group I. Of course, Belgium still to play, but as things stand, Germany top of the table and looking like they are well up for their next game, which comes on Tuesday next week, just a few days from now, a 6:15 evening kickoff Central European time, when Stefan Kuntz's side take on Bosnia and Herzegovina. Make sure you join us for that. Should be a cracker. Until then, take care.